I need everybody's attention. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you. Oh, I love it. Okay, here we go. Our next speaker, we actually met a while back, right? Maybe, I think it was this event
The very first one.
Yeah. So we met at the very first social media conference, and we've been friends ever since. We've actually been in other conferences as well. So I would like to introduce my very good friend, Andy Falco Jimenez. He's going to talk about Facebook group Gold Mines. Now, Andy is a 8-time #1 best-selling author after a 24-year career as a police officer for the city of Anaheim. That's where we first met. No.
Yes, yes. You look different when I'm looking in the rearview mirror. Can I get your date of birth? Can I get your name?
Okay. And Andy created one of the most successful dog training companies in the United States, Falco Canine Academy. Andy then created a security company that also had great success, but then a mediocre crash and burn, yes. From the ashes of near bankruptcy, foreclosure, and debt, Andy immersed himself into learning about social media marketing, video production, and production creation. From that, he turned his fortunes around, saving his home from foreclosure, paying off the debt, and even obtained a $300,000 contract with an entire country. Wow, I didn't know that. All right, now I know. Andy has increased his platform and has now appeared on every major network, creating his own TV shows on social networks, and is in the production stages of 2 shows on a major TV network. Andy's here to help you create a Facebook group goldmine. And please, let's welcome to the stage Andy Falco Jimenez.
Hey. Thank you. I have a loud voice. I probably don't need this. All right, thank you for having me. I'm going to play a sizzle reel. This will be the first time I've been able to play it for anybody in a conference. I don't know how it'll play. I'm going to try to play the sound here. I'm going to refer to it later on. I don't know if that works. Oh, you can't see it. So cool. I've never seen it on a big screen. Really?
Yes.
I have one of those faces. That's when I used to have hair. I like the low lighting because you can't see the blank spots in my hair. I was actually crying in that video. I was talking about my police dog. Don't make me talk about my police dog. Or my kids, who are all here today. Not all of them, but... Yay! How cool is that? Thank you. One of the reasons I wanted to bring this up now and show it to you guys is because all of you have the opportunity to create your own celebrity, and that's kind of what we can do on social media now. It was way more difficult back 10, 15 years ago when it would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to get on television, to get a film crew, to get all that stuff. You need an iPhone. Or if nobody here has an Android or whatever those things are called. I'm sorry. But if you have one of those things, a smartphone, you can literally create your own TV show, as you probably learned from somebody, I think somebody spoke on Facebook Live and that kind of stuff. I'm currently on Facebook Live on my own phone over there, and you have to take opportunity to do that kind of stuff, and you create celebrity by doing that. Almost all of that, about half of it was actually at a television doing something with, I was on Hallmark Channel, and you saw me with the dog with the buckets, and I was on the Home and Family TV show, whatever that's called. I should know. I was on it. And then all these other channels, but it was because I created my own celebrity. I created videos, I went on YouTube, I went on Vimeo, I wrote best-selling books that I self-published on Amazon because I was a #1 best-selling author. They brought me on their television show, no questions asked, strangely enough. There was somebody that actually did their own test with that. They wrote a book that they had no experience in, and I think it had to do something with smoothies. And this guy got on television, never even made a smoothie in his entire life. So that's not to say my books aren't good, because actually They're pretty decent. My son right over here, Kelly, and I, we wrote a book. He was 8 years old. He's a #1 best-selling author. And we were here locally on the NBC channel for San Diego on Father's Day. We were on there together, and then we were on the WB together. So he, because of a #1 best-selling book, got on television. But it was about the niches that we, especially that I know how to talk about, and that has to do with dogs, and now social media marketing, that kind of stuff. And so many of you, I heard somebody say millennials, that this is, you know, the millennial people, whatever. What's a 55-year-old guy going to tell us about something about social media marketing, except for I've been doing YouTube since 2005 when it first started, and creating video and that kind of stuff. And I've learned that it is a very powerful thing to do, to be able to create your own videos in a way that people watch, right? You just don't want to be, I've seen people just painting their toenails on YouTube Live and it gets 10,000 views. So as long as you have a niche, as long as you have an audience that's going to follow, then you can do that. Now this brings us into eventually a Facebook group, Goldmine, which I'm going to talk about a little bit. I have to come over here because I'm going to be actually sharing the Facebook page. But with a Facebook group, you literally can make money while you sleep, which is awesome. I love to wake up in the morning and see that people paid to be in my Facebook group. They hit a link, which I'm going to show you. It goes to a PayPal thing, where these are technical terms that I'm using. It's a PayPal thingamajigger they go to, and they pay to be in the group, and they can quit anytime they want. I think now, which I lowered it for you guys, it's only $1 for the first month. So if you guys want to go in there and get a training on how to create your own Facebook group, Goldmine membership site, it's only $1. And all you need to do is go onto this next website if you want to. And so that takes you to the Facebook page. This takes you to the public page, Facebook group, goldmine.com. That'll take you to the Facebook page, which is actually Create It, Launch It, Profit. I'll be showing you all this later on. You don't need to remember all this stuff right now. But that is a redirected link to my Facebook page, Create It, Launch It, Profit. And you can then sign in, or I'm going to show you, for $1 for the first month. And then if you don't want to stay, you just quit. If you want to stay, it's $14.99 a month. And I'm going to teach you more than just about how to create a Facebook group membership site. All right. So if you are like me, you're attracted to shiny objects. I heard somebody up here speaking. Oh my God, you know, every tool, system, app I bought, if it had anything to do with marketing, paying for service you are not using, I just released 3 of those, saving me about $2,500 a month, and I wasn't even using them. I know, what an idiot. Now you know why I'm single. Not technically savvy. I have become technically savvy, but there's certain things that I just don't know. There's certain things that I need to get a hold of support and say, you know, I don't know. So are you tired? We're all tired because we work all day at the thing that we're good at, and then now we have to do this thing called social media. We have to become producers of our own videos. We have to edit them. We have to be editors. And so we're just tired, confused, indifferent, or broke. We could be broke. If you're all those things, this is perfect. This is perfect for you because you don't. I have this clicker in my hand and I'm walking over here hitting my space bar, and you're just laughing at me, going, "You're an idiot." All right, there we go. Oh, maybe it doesn't work. It is this one. There we go. A place for community training and perceived value. So a Facebook group is a place for community training and perceived value. Not that much unlike a page. But in a group, you could let in only the people that you want. That's what makes it great. You could make it private, and you can let in only the people that you want to be part of that community. You can vet them through 3 questions that you can ask on Facebook. It's all on Facebook. You don't have to get any other app. It's all on there. And you can ask the question, how did you find us? You know, what is your history with this particular subject, whatever that is, and what do you offer to be in the group? What is it you can offer? What it is you can do? So you want to make sure that it's people that are giving and not takers. You don't want takers in your community. But that's a great thing about the Facebook groups. You can do your own training. You can do Facebook Lives. You can use other apps like Be Live or Webinar Jam or something like that. Share your screen, do whiteboard stuff. You can share PDFs and that kind of thing. And do that all in a Facebook group and just keep it in there. And nobody else can get in there unless they paid to be there. Or we're going to talk about perceived value and adding to something that you already offer. But the one thing I want to talk about is that you have people pay you to be in the group. And then anything else. You can upload PDFs, you can do pictures, you can do all kinds of stuff, which again I'm going to show you in a minute. You can do all of this in a Facebook group. It sounds almost like Kajabi, right? But it's not, and I use Kajabi, and I think it's one of the greatest tools, and I recommend people to use Kajabi when necessary. But you can do almost everything in the Facebook group, almost everything you can do in Kajabi. I did it again. I went to the space bar. A place for your tribe to come. You can have a private blog, you can have live training, membership program with training videos. That's the great thing I'm going to show you in a minute. Downloadable PDFs. You can have a podcast, mastermind. You can have mastermind sessions. I have 2 mastermind groups, and we have private groups for them, and we get together in this private group every 2 weeks, and we talk with each other. We use something called Blue Jeans, where we can go live on Blue Jeans and talk about whatever it is we need to talk about, whatever somebody needs to know about whatever system, if it has to do with Infusionsoft or ClickFunnels or Kajabi or, gosh, what are some of the other ones? Repurpose.io, which is another one I'm going to tell you about in a minute. Whatever it is, we can go in there and have these discussions and have our mastermind group within a group, and it's a great place to go. You can have special events. I did a special event yesterday, day before yesterday, where I was interviewing the founder of Repurpose.io, and that was a special event that I set up. And again, you can charge access or invitation only with built-in vetting process, which are those 3 questions. And it's free. You can actually learn, if you already have an iPhone, minus or that other thing. If you have that thing, if you already have that, everything else after that can actually be free. Everything. Being in the Facebook group, creating the Facebook group, the questions, you can charge people just with your PayPal account and just say, go to my PayPal, here's my PayPal thing. I don't know why I'm calling it a PayPal thing today. But you go to your PayPal thing and tell them to give you whatever it is, and you can set it up on a monthly recurring thing, or you can just pay a one-time payment, $100, $1,000. I know people that have groups that they pay $3,000 to be in their Facebook group. And so it's all possible. It's whatever it is your market can handle, right? And whatever it is you're doing, you can find people to do it. And I promise you I'm going to share exactly what that looks like. Gosh, I did it again. And I'm going to give you these resources. These links, you don't need to write them down. When you go to the page, this document, this PDF that I'm showing you, or this keynote, is a PDF on the Facebook page, and you'll be able to click on those. Some of those are coupons. Those are all obviously affiliate links, but they're coupons that will either give you a year at a lower price or 30 days for free or something like that. So all of those have value. Those are all, except for the BeLive. BeLive does not give us any deals. I don't know why. All right, so I'm going to go to my page here and get out of here so I can begin to show you, because how much time do I have left?
15 minutes.
Oh, son of a gun. Okay, so here is, oh, look at that. We are, all right. So this is the Create a Launch It Profit page. So this is the public page that somebody would go to, and there's my video that I created from my cover. So in the private group, I'm going to show you how to create this type of cover that has a video in it that you can do stuff like this. But this is the page where I do Facebook Lives, get people introduced to who I am, begin to build a relationship, and then at some point, they will go to this pinned link right here, and this is a video that describes why they should be in the Facebook group. And so this video comes up, and it's me talking about the Facebook group, and that you can get in for only $1 and this is for my upcoming speaking engagements, which is this one, and then for access, and then you can click on this link to be in the private group, right? So once you click on that link to go in the private group, you listen. You're the only one that can hear this. Then it will send them to
one place where you can send people. But I know of another way they can.
Right here. I just turned it off. So that another video plays and it describes what's in there. All right, and that's where you get access. You get access. That's what takes them to PayPal. PayPal, and they pay the $1, right? And they get access. Once they get access, now they're in this private group right here. And this is the private group. So here's the private group that they're in, and now they just have access. They don't have to do anything else. The hardest part is for them to do that. That's why I created videos that tell them, click on this button, and then it's going to take you to PayPal. put in your PayPal address, whatever that is, and then you'll get access to that group. And that's all it does. Once they get access, now you have all kinds of tools that you can give them.
And is that all automated through Facebook?
Everything except for that one link thing. That uses 22 Social. I'm glad you said that, because that is something you pay for. But 22 Social is in that resources list that I gave, and that one they gave us 30 days free to try that out. All right, and so this is the private group. Over here on the left-hand side, you see where it says File? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can't. So right over here in this margin over here, there's something called Files. This is a powerful thing. It's awesome. And that's where you create your membership site. So do you see these files here? This is the membership guide. They'll click on that and it'll take them to the list of all the training videos that are in there. So if you have, say you're a nutritionist and your thing happens to be smoothie, you can have day one program for our smoothie diet, and you can have a video that describes what it is that they need to do for their first smoothie, right, for that particular day. You could have day 2, day 3, and they have it all access here. And again, you don't have to buy Kajabi, you don't have to buy anything else. You can do that literally in a Facebook group and create those videos. If you're teaching physical fitness, you have your training exercises all listed in there. If it has to do with anything else, it's endless what it is you can do. So I just opened one up here. So this is what that guide looks like. Obviously, you have to create the artwork. I'm sorry, I'm getting these notifications while we're standing here. You create this artwork that goes in there. I use Canva to create this artwork, but you can use whatever tool you use, and that's a free thing. All those notifications are coming in. All right, and then if you scroll up, I got to get rid of these so you can see it. Sorry about that. Yeah. So here, these links are all clickable. So if they want to go to chapter 1, which is the introduction, or chapter 2 for product development, and that teaches them how to create a product, they click on that. It'll take them to chapter 2, product development, and there's the training videos for product development. And there's PDFs and links that they can go to. This is a product creation checklist, and that's a PDF that's downloadable to their computer, and a product creation worksheet that they download, and it's a really easy way of putting a product together. If they want to play this video and watch it, it plays right inside that file. And this is hosted on Vimeo, but you can host it on YouTube also. And there's the training video for that particular subject matter. And it all stays right there. I know, I do a lot of videos. Right? And it all stays within that group. Let me show you one that's, this is a friend of mine, Andrew Lane. He's here in San Diego. Anybody know him from 22 Social? He has another group called Design Hacker Club, and he has all of his files in a private group. This is the templates that open up. And what he's done is he creates training on how to do graphics. And so what he does is he creates the templates in a Google document. So this template right here is a Google document, and then he has a video that shows them how to use that template. And so it doesn't matter what it is you do. This is for graphic creation. It's up to you what you want to do. Everything is available. Uploading a PDF. And the clickable links, you would host it in Google Drive. If you don't know how to use Google Drive, which again is free, you go to, so this is today's lecture that you just saw with the references. You go up here at where you see that box just pop up, and that's where you get your shareable link. You take that shareable link, and that's what you put in that group PDF or that file. And people can click on it and download it right to their computer. Again, the great thing about this is I like things that are simple and cheap, and anybody can do them. As a matter of fact, I told Kelly on our way here that his job is going to be doing some of my technical stuff, and he's going to begin learning how to do some of this stuff. And he was all for it. And I told him I'd pay him 10 cents for each thing he does. That's pretty good, right? All right, I didn't say that. And so what I have going on now with these two, I have another one called the Facebook Live TV show, where I teach people how to do their own TV show on Facebook. I show them which cameras to get, how to use the cameras, how to create a background, how to create a studio in their home, how to create a studio in their garage. And that one, I probably get somebody buying into that for $7.99 a month, almost every day. So I wake up in the morning, I get notification from PayPal that I got another payment from somebody, and I literally, it's while I'm sleeping. And all you got to do is create these videos so often, and you got to keep it fresh. That's the other thing you want to make sure and do, that you're putting stuff in there, right? So if you put on your calendar on Mondays and Tuesdays is when I create a training video for this particular group, that usually is enough to maintain the interest of the people that are in there. And you want to make sure it has good value. The one thing that people are always looking for is, how can I do something and not have to work? Well, if you want to be successful, then I would say you better win the lottery. All of it takes a little bit of work, right? There's always going to be something. The best thing that I found lately that's in that resource file, that when you're going to download that PDF, is I think Repurpose.io. Repurpose.io. It's one of my favorite things. And what it does is that when I do a Facebook Live, so this Facebook Live that's being filmed right now, when it's done, it'll automatically get uploaded to YouTube right when it's done. It'll get automatically uploaded to Dropbox. It automatically gets uploaded to my Google Drive if I wanted to. And what else? And something, Twitter. Twitter's not up yet, but in the next couple weeks, it'll upload to Twitter, that video, automatically, as soon as I'm done. And I have to do nothing. When we're driving home, my phone will get a notification that, I'll get a notification that your video was uploaded to YouTube. So, Repurpose.io. The link that's in that document that's on that will be on the Facebook page for Create, Launch, and Profit has a 1-year lower price. I forget what it is. It's discounted, I think 20%, something like that. Don't quote me. I know it's discounted for a year, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. I don't know, that completely went away, didn't it? Oh, there we go. All right, so let's take you to the Create, Launch, and Profit page. Really quick here. And I'll show you what this is on this is on the public page for Create, Launch, and Profit. So I can show you where to find it. I just posted it, so it should be after the pinned link. Oh, my internet went down too. Never mind. So if you go to Create, Launch, and Profit, and you go to that page, the second posting on that page is the PDF that I spoke about, that has the resources, the links for 30 days free, and the year for a lower discounted price. And again, I think this is one of the best things that I've been told. The person who taught me this is Andrew Lane. He said, hey, did you know that you could create a membership site in a Facebook group? And everybody went crazy for it. You have that gate. It's called the Gate through 22 Social for people to be able to pay and get in there. It works perfectly, but again, you don't need the gate. It's just an easy way for people to gain access to it. You can actually have people on maybe a webinar that you're given. You know, if you want to join my group, here's my PayPal, you know, pay $20 if you want to do that. That's probably not as professional as having a link for them to go to, but it's one way of doing it, and I know people that have done it. And there's one aspect of having something that just automatically works for them that makes it a little bit more professional. You're going to pay, I think it's somewhere around $25 a month for 22 Social. I think there's a couple different programs, but I think that's what it is. And it works perfectly. I've done this for my dog training stuff. I still own the dog training business where I do a lot of dog stuff. If you go to Falco Canine Academy on our Facebook page, if you're into dogs, I do Facebook Lives there all the time. And I have journals that I've created for dog owners and that kind of stuff. Yes? Oh, 5 more minutes. I thought you were raising your hand. I thought finally I got a question.
Getting your attention.
So I got to tell you a story. As I was a police officer in Anaheim, I got my canine, and I was so proud. I was like 24, 25 years old. Got my canine, and I was so happy. And I got to wear a different uniform. It was these blouse pants, and they were black, and it was really cool. I looked like SWAT, and so I go out, and I was on the day shift at that time. And I get my first call with my dog, and that's why I have my sunglasses here. And you know cops, you know, they got to put their sunglasses on. I got my sunglasses on, I got my police dog, and the call was a prowler call. This woman had heard some noises in her backyard, so they called the police. They dispatched me. I get my glasses on, I get out of my car, I straighten out my uniform because I want to look really good, right? And so I got my dog who's out in front of me as I'm walking down the street, and then going up her sidewalk with the dog. The lady comes out, this blonde lady, comes out, and she's got this disgusted look on her face. And she's like looking at me going, "What the hell?" And I said, "I'm sorry, is there something wrong?" She goes, "I never call the cops. The one time I call the cops, they send me a blind police officer." So that was my experience. I know. That's the first time I've done it with the sunglasses. I usually do it. People have to go. There's usually a delay. So now I know to have sunglasses this whole time. So my school is called the Zero to Hero School, and what I basically do is try to do what I did. When I went down, like it was a burning flame of hell, and was about $170,000 in debt. It was bad. My colleagues from the marshal's office came and hung a sign on my door telling me I had 30 days to get out of my house. I saved my house thing. It was the worst. It was the worst. I have 5 children. I was married at the time, and it was bad. And so I knew I could either just give up and go homeless or something like that, but it's not my style, and I decided I needed to figure a way out. And so I immersed myself in marketing, understanding things. I met a good friend of mine, Mike Koenigs. We are now in business together. We have a mastermind group that we're leading together, and he helped me. He helped me learn how to write books, how to create celebrity and authority. Again, all that looked good on the video, right? I show you that because you can do the same thing. It's nothing, really. You do have to have good content. You have to work hard, but you can do it. And so my job now, I feel, is to teach other people how to go from zero to heroics, to be a superhero. If negative rhymed with hero, I would use from negative to hero, because I was $175,000 in debt, and I was able to get out of that, save my house, save just about everything except for that one thing. And I was able to now get that contract. That was with a country overseas who paid me $300,000 to train their bomb dogs for them. And it was only because they saw my videos on YouTube. They saw that I was a #1 best-selling author. They saw that Cesar Millan and I had created a show together called Love My Pitbull. And because of that, they called and say, "Hey, we understand that you are the best on the planet for training police dogs." And I go, "Yeah, I am." And I got books, I got YouTube. And the good news is I can trace police dogs, I can train bomb dogs, but they never would have found out about me. I would have just been a trainer like the guy at PetSmart or Petco, right? Without putting in the extra work, without putting those videos up, without using them, right? It's one thing to create videos, it's one thing to create podcasts, but you have to learn how to use them, right? You have to be able to use them, and you have to be able to take your information, put it into a book form so you can become an authority by writing a book. That is the truth. So in our program, we help you do all those things. I also do some things, again, with Mike Koenigs that will help you create that sizzle reel. That was a created sizzle reel that we did just about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We did it in 3 days. Some of that is filming there at the studio. Part of it is using stuff from me actually being on television. The pictures and the interviews, some of those were done that same day. We just changed shirts, right? And we created our own celebrity through that sizzle reel. Now I play that on some of my YouTubes and things like that. And again, it gets attention and it works. And so I would encourage you, if any of you need any help, give me a call. I think one of the things we're giving away is, I think, a half-hour strategy session to figure out how it is I can get you from zero to hero. Can I add 2 of those or 3 of those? Make 3? Make 3 available to anybody. And we can just go on for a half hour and just talk about that. I did one yesterday with somebody, a chiropractor. So it doesn't matter if you're a chiropractor, a nutritionist, there's a way to create celebrity if you want to do it. Use a Facebook group. You can do it. You can do it for free. Adding value to something you already have by having a Facebook group, give it as part of the package. One last really quick thing. I know it was 5 minutes, 30 minutes ago, but 5 minutes. But I instruct attorneys and I advise attorneys on dog cases. And I charge a lot of money to do that. But to add value, I have a training course on how to handle cases involving dogs. There's no other dog expert out there that not only speaks about dogs, but has a training course that they can watch before they even see me, right? They can watch all the training courses, how to get discovery, what evidence they need. It's all on there. And I just send it to them. And so they're educated on how they work with me, and it saves me so much time, but adds perceived value to what as I do, because I have a private group that I can send them to. That one I just give to them because they're paying a $3,000 retainer, right? How awesome is that? And nobody has that on the planet. So if you have a business like a restaurant, you can give away maybe recipes, your best recipes to your best customers, right? And add value to your restaurant. Again, chiropractic, you have exercises and things that need to be done based on back injuries or hip injuries, that kind of stuff. You put together a program that you can send your customers to after they've seen you. Hey, go to our Facebook page. On the left-hand side, you'll see the files. Look for back exercises. There's a series of videos that you can go to whenever you want to on your phone or on your computer and learn how to do those exercises, because they forget what you told them at the office, right? They're too busy going, "Oh man, that crack felt so good." oh, right, they can't hear a word you're saying. So when they get home and can actually pay attention, then they can watch those videos and get trained properly on how to do it. All right, hope that was helpful. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you, Facebook Live. I will talk to you later. Thank you, Anjo.
Good to see you.